Hello, good afternoon. Today we are starting our lecture 5. Before we go into the lecture 5, we would like to say thank you to all the subscribers so far. And we can see some appreciation from the YouTube. From the screenshot here, you can already see that we have some new achievement there, which is going in the right direction. So the mastering of Excel is going in the right direction. So like what I mentioned in our previous classes, it's like we are really want to make sure that everybody becomes an expert in MS Access or Excel or Word or PowerPoint. You name it, we do it. So at the same time, we would like to promote a little bit of our work. We can also solve all your data issues, what is available with you. We can also convert PDF into Excel form, and we can do cleanup, we can do training in MS Access or Excel or Word, PowerPoint, or any software which you require our input. Please contact us. So the contact number is shown in the screen. You can take it down. It's also available in the YouTube. You can actively look into it. Okay, let's jump into the class again. As usual, we use a very simple example. So today what we will be covering is like start using filtering tips. So yesterday we have covered the filtering and how to create a suitable chart using this kind of data, because it's quite impossible for us to create data if we are not aware of what kind of chart will work. Sometimes Excel will just not able to digest what you want, and then it just gives you like something like a very funny chart which might not be so user friendly for you. Okay, so let's start with this. We want to group it all our basic data into it, and then all our total all into the next level. So let's start inserting a row here so that the data becomes a split here, and as usual we just need to renumber the index number. Okay, so let's look into the chart now. So we want to make a chart for all the fruit sales all the way up to December. So this way the chart looks very comfortable for you. It doesn't shows the total inside there, so that your chart doesn't jump, so that you don't need to worry about it anymore. So because we are at the beginner level right now, I'm just covering the points which is at the beginner level, which you need to know. At later at the advanced stage or intermediate stage, we will move into the next levels. If you have any doubt in between, or if you have some working queries which you need solution, you can always WhatsApp me or contact me through the email, which we are very glad to help you for without no charges. Thank you. So sorry, it's not copy, it's just select and then I insert a chart. So for this kind of chart, line chart, if I just click at the line chart, it looks quite nice. You can use a line chart for this example, or the most recommended chart for this would be a histogram. So histogram, it goes in this way. It looks very nice. So I would prefer to use a histogram for this look. So okay, so in the histogram here, now let me make this. See the line chart, it jumps something like crazy now. Okay, let's make the screen a little bit bigger for you. Let me take out the unfreeze panel here. Okay, now as usual we need to change the title of the chart, because this is the rule number 1 which we need to follow all the time. Fruits sales. Okay, so if we look at it, the particular chart here, just a little bit smaller. Okay, so you can look at almost a complete chart inside this file. Okay, now we want to see this data here. Doesn't look so nice for me from my eyes, because it's slanting. So in the presentation that you do not want people to slant the head to read what it is inside. So go to the home screen here. Remember yesterday we are talking about this particular icon here, or the button here. So we just use the same. It looks perfect now. So all the way until December you can use the same information inside the file. Okay, so now this looks okay, but the number is not very apparent. So how to add the numbers? Let's click at the chart again and then go to the chart, design view, add chart element. The one way you want to add a chart element like data, then the whole screen it goes away for this. So let's undo it. So it's not so user friendly for this particular case. And then we can use data label. It's in the center. This looks perfect because you can already see how the data is seen inside the different colors. So it can see all the oranges, what is the sales, and then okay, while in the chart when you are making presentation, for example, you just little bit hang on at the particular color and particular fruit, for example, you can able to read it. Series oranges, April 75 units sold. So this gives you a very good way for you to present it during the meetings when you are able to present it large numbers. I am talking about a multinational corporation which has large numbers, and you as a HOD or as an engineer or the manager or the managing director, when you are presenting to the board or the senior people, it will be quite difficult for you to remember everything because you are a little bit tensed up with the meeting itself. So it's okay for you to just go there, hang for a while, then you are able to read it, so that you are not talking rubbish, you are talking the correct numbers inside the meeting. Okay, so while the chart is now is almost done here, let's look at how we can do a chart for the total, average, and maximum, minimum. Now for the same period we want to make a chart for the, let me just escape first. Same period we want to make a chart for the total, average, maximum. How to do this? You just need to use your mouse or whatever to block it first. So this will become the title, and then here you just need to use the control, and then you just drag on until December. Don't go until over the total. Okay, now you can release the button from the control. You see, remember when you want to make a chart for two areas which are not linked together, always make sure that the first area is selected, the titles is the title. Just now we make a selection, then while the selection is made, press the button control, hold it until you make the next one. So now let's make a chart again. Let's make a chart of a same pattern, or this pattern is better. Okay, let's see why this chart is now appearing like very funny. Because so far what we learn is making automatic charts, and then now we want to make a adjustment to the chart. So go to the select data here, because it has shown a garbage for us right now. So inside the select data it shows you can just remove everything, add a series name, series value, let's see how it looks like. You see, again we get a garbage, so which we are not so much into it. The basic reason is just now I think we made a mistake in our selection here. Okay, let's remove it again. Let's add again. This is the series name and this is the total. So and then we add the next series, average, and then here you can do, and then we can do the this one. Now we can do for the maximum the same thing again. Basically what I'm trying to show you is like when you're trying to do a chart by automatic selection, when it doesn't work, you can still make a chart by making manual selection, just the way like what we are trying to do it now. So the data becomes more usable, as well as you become more knowledgeable by using the manual method. Okay, so now the titles, we just need to change it to January, February. So the title range is, the chart looks beautiful now, huh? But there is a problem here. The total is appearing in the same with the average minimum, so we just want to make a split for this. First let's make the format here. Go back here again, same rule. Okay, now let's make the total into more presentable way. Just go back to the design here and then change chart type, or you can just right mouse here, change. Because we do not want to change the chart type, we just want to change the particular series type. So this one I just change it to the line one, line with the marking, and then make it to the secondary axis. So it looks quite nice now. So to avoid your empty files which is showing up here and there, so you can just before we do that, we just need to move the chart to some other area. Because when we hide the columns, then we do not want the chart to disappear. So let's try to do it, hide these columns. Now let's look at the chart, how it look like. The first one looks quite okay, the second one looks quite okay. Here you can see, because we added in manually, there are a lot of things which is missing. For example, the title is missing. So chart title, which is above the chart. So just click fruit sales. Okay, then the legends are missing. Legend means this is called what? It's the average for January. So for what series? We don't know. Group number 05A, 02B, C15 to N15. It's the average actually. So let's go to the legend. So it's okay to put at the top, or it's always prefer to put at the bottom. So now it's quite clear. We have the bottom here, we have the top here. Now the values, or we can also add in the values here. Go to the data label. So I prefer to use it at the center, or in this case it's outside N. So we can just add by one, or we can just click for the whole chart, add the element that I label outside N. Okay, so if the number is too big for you, just because of the decimal place, you can just always double click here, remove it, so it looks more presentable for the meetings. So I think so far we have cleared the basic charts, and then how to use filtering, and then how to hide it or unhide the column. You can just unhide it by just double clicking it. You can just hide it by blocking it, and then there are two ways. One is to make it to 0 this way by pulling the mouse, or another way is to do that is go to the column. Where can I find that? Okay, right mouse, column width, put 0. It automatically becomes 0. Okay, so same manner I would like to prefer that you are trying on your own for this portion how to make a chart. For this portion how to make a chart. So if you have some doubts how to do that, please get back to me. I can support you on that. Thank you very much. Thanks for you to so far listening to me, as well as please give your likes, share and subscribe, so that many people can benefit from this kind of simple exercises which we are trying to develop throughout the community. Thank you.